Hello, my name is Fanny. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to learn about one of the most powerful features in Excel named pivot tables. If you need a quick way to analyze, summarize, and visualize your data, then pivot tables are a must-know tool. In this video, I'll explain what pivot table is, why we use it, how to create and apply it. By the end of this video, you will be able to transform raw data into clear insight with just a few clicks. Let's get started. What is pivot table? Pivot table is Excel features that allow you to quickly summarize and analyze large data set. Instead of manual sorting and calculating data, pivot tables help you summarize large amounts of information efficiently, organize data dynamically by categories, date, values, analyze trend and pattern in just a few clicks, create reports without using complex formula. Think of it as a magic table that allows you to group, filter, and visualize data instantly. Why we use it? Here is why it's so useful. Quick data summarization. Instead of manually calculating total, average, or counts, pivot table do it for you in seconds. Dynamic reports. You can change view and filter data easily without modifying your raw data. Data analysis without formulas. No need to write complex sum ifs, count ifs, or VLOOKUP formulas. Pivot table handle everything for you. Better decision making helps you identify trend, insight, and key static quickly. Now that we know why pivot tables are useful, let's see how to create one. So here, this is how we create pivot tables. Just click around our table, inside our table, then go to then go to insert. After insert, this show pivot table. Click on pivot table, then click from table range. Just click it. Make sure that our table range is selected. Then they give you an option if you want to work new worksheet or on your existing worksheet. But here I choose new worksheet, so I click OK. So now our pivot table is created, and here this pivot table file is shows. But if you click around here, it disappears. But if you click on pivot tables here, this shows. So we have these 4 areas. What are they meaning? What are their works? What are their roles? Here first we have filters area, where you add filter to refine the data view. This lets you filter data without modifying the pivot table's layout. And in the second, we have columns area. The columns area where you break down data into categories. Each unique value in these fields become a column header. And in the third, we have rows area, where you group the data. It is here. Each unique value in this field become a row in the pivot table. The column area is become the columns header of pivot table, and the rows area is become the rows of our pivot table. So in the fourth, we have values area, where you perform calculating. So now we know what are the 4 area meaning. So let's jump in our practice. here, as we want to get is information about the total number of the women and the men of these tables. Like if people ask you to get how many numbers is the total of the men and the women in these tables, and they ask you to get the teenager numbers of women and the men and the adults number of total number of the men and the women and the old number of the men of the woman, and they want to get to the number of the people who are handicapped. This is what they want you to give them. So what will you do? If you want to search it and by scrolling, it will waste your time. So pivot table have a function to help you in just a few minutes. Its name's pivot tables. This is what we created here. So here we will start by getting the information of the total number of the men and the woman. So if you want to get that, we will get the sex into the column here. If you will drag it here, it shows here as we explained. The columns is become the column header of our pivot table. So we have men and the woman here, and this is the grand total. So if you want to get the values, the columns, the total of the men and the woman, we just drag the sex. We count. This shows the count of 6. It is by default Excel have the function sum, but we can change it to average as we want. But by default, Excel use sum function in this. So it gives total. Here the man is 23 and the woman is 32. So we can write here number of men, number of women. So here we can say teen adult middle age senior adult. But we can write here the total is 31 and 32. Okay, so here they want to get the number of the total number of the teen men and the total number of the teen women. So if you want to get that, we will drag the age on the row. Now we have the specific. It is becoming the data, like the total of the person who has age 11 is 1. It's a woman. The total of the people who has age 13 is 1 for men and 2 for women. It is like this. But if you want to calculate it according to that, it will waste your time. But Excel have this function helps you to categorize to tag this just using the function, and in a few seconds you will get the total of number you want. So here is the formula. We go to this and it shows table filter, values filter, but we go here. So here we have many formulas, but it's up to you to use what we want to use, but it depends on you to know how to use this formula. But here we have 10. 10 is age to 13, age between 13 and 19. So we use between. So 10 is between age 13 and 19. So click OK. Now all the people who has age between 13 until 19 is 6 for men and 4 for women. If they ask the total, you can have the total too, but if they ask for detail, it depends on how they ask. So here men is 6 and woman is 4. Okay, so they want the adult. The adult age is between 20 and 39. So go to filter, so just to see, click on between, and it is who has the age 20 until 39. So click OK. So the man is 8 and the woman is 9. So for the middle-aged adult is between 14 and 59. So go to our formula, and go to between. So it is between 14 and 59. So it shows 4 for men and 7 for women. And in the end is the senior adult. It is more than 60 years old. So go to our formula. It is on greater than. It is not greater. If you only say that, our 16 years old is not included. But if you use greater than or equal, so our 16 years old is included. So it is equal at 16 years old and more than that. So click OK. So the more than that is there is a person who aged 100. So it's qualified. So we don't have the 61. So it's not so here. So we have 5 and 12, 11. So if we calculate this number, it gives the same total. So 6 plus 8 is equal to 14. 14 plus 4 is equal to 18. 18 plus 5 is equal to 23. So it's okay. 4. This is for verify if you do it well or not. 4 plus 9 is equal to 13. 13 plus 7 is equal to 20. 20 plus 11 is equal to 0. This one is 12. Okay, now I get the error, which is caused because there is a person who aged 11 here, but we didn't get into our formula, so that's why it's lack of 1. So it works. Just really 1 is not counted here because there is one person who aged 11, but we just to take our formula from 13 years old. More equal to 14 years old. 13 years old more than 13 years old and equal. So that's why the 11 is not included. So it works. But here, if you want to get the number of the people who are handicapped, so now we will clear the filter because we will not use it anymore. Okay, so if you want to get this, as we said, no need to change the layout of our pivot table, but just drag the type in the filter. So in the filter here we can click on handicap. So it's just so if you want to get it by detail, if you want to get it in total, so the handicap is 6. So the normal is in this total. So now the video takes end. So thank you so much for listening to me until the end. If you see it helpful, see you to the next video. Bye.